on the court for the starting lineups. 9 seniors and a freshman. Pike Central, all seniors in its starting lineup. The Wolves, 4 seniors, and of course Johnson, the freshman. Jumping center is Missick and Stone, and the Hawks control the tip, moving left to right. It's Seth Kahn running point guard, just like he does on the football field as quarterback for the Pike Central football team. Left wing it goes to Mounts, up top to Missick, or around the right side into the quarter to Kahn. And Kahn stepped on the out-of-bounds line. We'll give it back to Wolfe County. So not a good first start for Pike Central. 16 seconds in. An ill-advised turnover, really uncontested turnover.
Yeah, but they had 6 players touch the ball before the turnover occurred. That's good ball movement. They moved it all the way around the arch. I like what I'm seeing early on from their plan for the strategy for the game.
Linden, guarded by Missick on the right elbow. Tries to find somebody, finds Jacob King. A deep 3 for King, short. Rebound controlled by L.J. Missick. Kahn looking to front court, right corner it goes, Charles. Mounts on the left wing, down low to Missick. Bump, no call. Charles up long, free throw. Layup won't go, but there's Missick on the weak side rebound. He'll draw the foul and have 2 free throws for L.J. Missick, the senior who transferred into Buckley's Creek to play for head coach Ryan Whitaker and the Hawks.
Already 2 rebounds for Missick, and really well down in the paint. And you know, Wolfe County, I'm surprised how quickly they are getting back on defense. That 2-3 zone working pretty well early on, not allowing a lot of penetration there, but Missick found his way into the paint to grab that rebound and get the foul.
Missick makes them both to put Pike Central on the board. The Hawks with an early 2-0 lead, and they set up in their full court press. Jacob King on the right side into front court, met there by Kahn, and the Hawks back off in their half-court man-to-man. Jazz Johnson between the circles, guarded by Austin Charles. Nice little step back for the freshman, and he drains the long 2.
Nice dribbling there, creating some space, creating a better shot for himself.
Kahn guarded heavily by Nathan Linsaw. Ball movement around the wing. Back out to Kahn in the corner to Brady Adkins. Kahn thought about the baseline jumper, kicks it back out to Mounts on the baseline to Missick. The lefty fires the long baseline jumper, and he's got 4 points.
2 players in his face, drains it over top of them. Of course, Missick has the size advantage there, but 2 defenders in his face. That's impressive.
Johnson, free throw line to Linden, backs down Missick, and he loses it to Mounts. Pike Central's got numbers. Mounts, bounce pass to Kahn, lays it up off the glass and in.
That time, Wolfe County got beat running back on defense. Some great speed we're seeing early on from Pike County Central.
Another steal, this one in backcourt by the Hawks, and Christian Mounts thought about the long 3, but thought better of it. The Wolves in their half-court zone. Mounts this time fires a 3, a little bit shorter, no, but a foul on the shot. And that's what you don't want from anywhere on the court, is the foul the jump shooter. The foul committed by Nathan Linsaw, and that will send Christian Mounts to the line for 3.
That one was so deep. He shot that one from like 28 or 30 feet out there, and a very, probably a fairly low percentage shot from that deep. No reason to even make any contact at all.
You mentioned this Pike Central team is built for success this season. There's still a lot of questions because they've got some players who have transferred in during the offseason, Mounts being one from nearby Phelps High School in Pike County, but you've also got, L.J. Missick, who's in the starting lineup. He's kind of an unknown factor for basketball fans across the 15th region. And so, Ryan Whitaker, the head coach, had some success at Powell County. He's got some new faces to work with at Pike County Central. So people are really anxious to get a good look at this Hawk team as they play throughout the season and see what they could possibly do come postseason time. 1 of 3 from the line for Mounts. Hawks lead at 6-2. Long 3 for Jazz Johnson is good, and the freshman has all 5 of Wolfe County's points.
Johnson shot really well in their loss earlier on in the week, and he gets another turnover here.
Johnson leading the break. The floater left it short. Rebound by Missick. 3-on-3. Missick takes it himself off the glass and in for 2.
Right now on the turnovers, Wolfe County is getting beat, getting back on defense.
Johnson, no good on the 3. Nobody down low to rebound for Wolfe County. Seth Kahn, stop and pop just inside the arc. Rims off, no good. There's Brady Adkins for the rebound. Nobody boxed out for Wolfe County, and Adkins comes away with it to give Pike Central a second chance. Mounts. Can't make him pay. Misses the three. Rebound to Jarrett White, who's into the game for the Wolves.
White was really the leader of the offense in their last game they played. He was handling the ball in almost every possession.
Devin Stone's three-pointer no good. Not called his name very much the first couple of minutes in this one. Hawks running. Kahn on the block to Missick. Up off the glass. Too strong. Rebound tapped up, and finally controlled by Stone of Wolfe County. Quickly to White. White up off the glass and in.
Great awareness of where number 4, Brady Atkins, was behind him. Quick little ball movement there. Allows for a better shot.
Missick kicks it back out to Mounts. Both teams looking to run with it. Kahn, the three-pointer, too strong. Rebound tapped and controlled it by Kahn. Wolfe County, they're not really going up to grab the board. They're more or less just trying to tap it out. That's what I've noticed the last couple of trips down for Pike Central off these misses. And a foul before the shot. They're going to get the foul on Christian Mounts for clearing out. That's going to bring us to a timeout. Pike County Central, the first quarter, 2-point lead on Wolfe County, 9-7. Consolation night at the Mountain Classic. A 2-point game, 9-7. Pike County Central leads the Wolfe County Wolves, who you see on the screen. Justin, a really fast up-tempo pace this early part of the first quarter. Which team do you think that will benefit the most in the long run in this game?
I think Pike County Central, because you see the speed off of turnovers. Pike County Central getting down the court, actually beating a lot of the Wolfe County players into the paint, and you know, they're capitalizing on it. Even if they don't make the shots, they're still winning the rebounding battle 7-3 right now, getting the ball to their teammates. Even if they have to swat it, they have great awareness of where their teammates are on the court.
Wolfe County, a team that traditionally likes to run. We'll see if the Wolves continue to try and run with Pike County Central. Right now, though, just a 2-point game. Johnson no good on the 3 attempt. Rebound again comes off to the Hawks. This one to Brady Adkins. Kahn passing the corner to Austin Charles. Thought about the 3, drives baseline. Reverse layup, no. But Charles draws the foul against the Wolves and will go to the charity stripe.
See, I was actually really impressed with Jazz Johnson's speed that time on that defensive play there. A huge gap, so much room there on the baseline 3, and because of Jazz Johnson's speed, he made him reconsider the shot, driving up into the paint. But better pace right there from Wolfe County than we've seen to start the game.
Johnson, Stone, Linden, Landsaw, and White on the court for Wolfe County as Austin Charles misses them both. Charles is joined on the court by Mounts, Adkins, Kahn, and Missick for Pike Central. 3:30 to play first quarter. The Hawks with a slim 2-point lead, 9-7 over the Wolfe County Wolves, who are looking for their first ever Mountain Classic win. They were 0-2 back in their only other appearance in 1999. Three-pointer from Linden, short. Rebound cleared by L.J. Missick.
Already 4 rebounds in the game for Missick.
Kahn drives in, kicks out to Charles. Again, thought about the 3, but won't take it. And it's evident that Wolfe County just doesn't have anybody that can really compete with the athleticism of a guy like L.J. Missick.
He's so tall, he's so fast. I mean, in the paint, I mean, look, if you look at the court, you can identify him. He's clearly the tallest player there in the center, getting in the paint. Just any kind of pass at all up in the air, he's going to go up and grab it over anyone.
3-point attempt in the corner is good for Brady Adkins, his first field goal of the quarter. And the Hawks now lead by 5 at 12-7. White dribbling through the defense off the glass, missed it, rebound cleared by Adkins. Ahead to Christian Mounts. Mounts off to Kahn on the baseline, back out to Adkins, fires another 3. This one's good as well.
Adkins gets the rebound, very unselfish play, distributes the ball, gets open, hits the nice shot from the outside.
Devin Stone being face guarded by Seth Kahn, and if he's going to have an off night, it's going to make things difficult for this Wolfe County offense. He's averaging 29.8 points per game through the first 4 this season. Gets off a shot this time. This one's good. He is going to have to work for every shot he's going to get tonight.
Great defense being played there by Missick as well. Not really allowing much from Jazz Johnson.
3-pointer no good by Mounts, in the rebound controlled. Fought for by Pike Central, out of bounds. Will go to the Wolves, as Pike Central will send in Deshaun Penn, number 21, a junior, replacing Austin Charles. First substitute of the night for Pike Central.
I like what Wolfe County is trying to do on the offensive side. You see Pike County Central playing man-to-man defense, trying to drive a little bit, create a double team, and then get the ball back to the outside for the shot.
Johnson, another three, no good, off the mark. Rebound controlled by Penn. Here comes Seth Kahn. Hawks with a 5-point lead. Pass fake, a high off the glass, no. Missick put back, no, but he does draw contact.
Make it 5 rebounds now for Missick. Just making his presence known on both sides of the court.
That was number 4, Devin Stone, his first, team fourth.
Pike Central's other appearances in the Mountain Classic, as the first one is good by Missick, 1996 and 2003. Those previous appearances resulted in a 1-3 record. So neither one of these teams with a whole lot of success in their brief appearances before this season. Hawks with a 6-point lead as we wind down this first quarter, approaching the 1-minute mark. Stone pull-up jumper, no good. Christian Mounts with the defensive board.
We saw the pick attempt there from Linden. Linden didn't quite set up close enough to the defender that time.
Missick dishes off to Penn, gets the friendly roll, and Deshaun Penn gets his name in the scorebook with a 2. Johnson, shaking and baking, pulls up from deep, no. Rebound by Penn. And with those quick shots, there's nobody really down low to rebound for Wolfe County. That's what's resulting in a lot of these one-and-dones.
It is good defense, but at the same time, move the ball around a little bit more, look for the open man, get the high percentage shot there. I kind of feel like Jazz Johnson feels a little bit too much responsibility, like there's too much being placed on him right now, and he's kind of forcing those shots too quickly. And also his guys aren't getting back quick enough to play defense on the other side, allowing Pike County Central to, go toe-to-toe with them down the court.
Nice dish by Johnson down low to Stone, and Stone will draw the foul down low. Can't get any shots off on the outside. He'll go down low and draw some contact. 11 seconds on the clock. Wolfe County down by 10, 20-10. Stone trying to claw back into this as we wind down this first quarter.
Stone shooting 2.
You're right. I mean, you were talking about Wolfe County not really having anyone to match up in the paint for the rebounds. Wolfe County still only has 4 rebounds in the game, but Wolfe County is doing a good job protecting the basketball. They've only turned it over twice so far in the first quarter.
Stone makes 1 of 2. 8 seconds on the clock as Austin Charles brings it into front court and trying to throw it to Christian Mounts, and Mounts was not even paying attention, so he gives the ball right back to the Wolves with 4.4 on the clock. And we'll see what Wolfe County can get in these final 4+ seconds, down by 9. Ball comes into Stone, into front court quickly. Pull up 3 at the buzzer, no. And that will wrap up this first quarter of play. The Pike County Central Hawks 20, the Wolfe County Wolves 11. Second quarter coming up at the Mountain Classic from Knott County Central. Wolves in their huddles. We are set to begin the second quarter of tonight's first consolation game on the boys' side of things at the Mountain Classic. 20-11, the Pike County Central Hawks lead the Wolves by 9. And Justin, a quick first quarter. The tempo was exciting to watch as a fan, but unfortunately for Wolfe County, not very efficient on the offensive side of things.
I think Wolfe County is playing into the speed that Pike County Central wants to play at. I think the best solution for Wolfe County, slow it down on offense. We saw a couple picks develop there, but they just weren't effective. So get your guys, I like what they were trying to do, drive into the paint, kick the ball out for the good looks, but slow it down a little bit on offense, move the ball around a little bit more, get more guys involved.
Devin Stone guarded man-to-man by Seth Kahn, goes to work, drives in on Kahn, loses it in the paint, but they're going to call a foul on Kahn on the drive. The ball will stay with Wolfe County under its own basket.
Give Wolfe County credit, because what they're doing is every time they drive into the paint, it's requiring a double team, or 2 players are moving with the ball handler, which leaves somebody open on the 3-point line for an easy shot.
Linden on the right wing looking for some sort of slasher. Stone comes to get it, gets the friendly roll on the fall-away jumper. Give him 6 points on the night. Wolfe County now down by 7. Austin Charles on the right side to Brady Adkins, in the corner to Kahn. Kahn leaves it with Mounts. Mounts fires a three, no good. Skying up for the board was Charles, but he can't control it, and it's pulled down by Sean Linden. Quickly the other way are the Wolves. Jacob King. Posting up his Stone, turns, fires it, no good. Rebound weak side by Charles.
Not a very high percentage shot. You got a defender in your face like that. I mean, you have support towards the top of the arch there.
Meanwhile, Brady Adkins knocks down his third three of the half. He's got 9, and the Pike Central lead out up to 10, 23-13. King drives and misses the layup. Mounts with some Olay defense, and it worked. And a charge at the other end called against Pike Central's Austin Charles. Give Nathan Lansaw credit for getting back on defense and getting position, much to the chagrin of Ryan Whitaker, Pike Central's head coach you just saw on your screen. Nonetheless, though, it is Wolfe County basketball.
We're seeing a lot of great speed now from Lansaw. Also, Linden getting a couple rebounds, trying to fight for some of the paint now. He drives in there again.
Linden off the backboard, no good. Rebound control again by the Hawks, limiting Wolfe County to 1 shot. Adkins around the left side to Mounts, drives in, kick out to Charles. Charles baseline drive, and a bump will be called against the Wolves.
When Wolfe County has time to set up, they do a good job of limiting players from getting to the paint, trying to keep players on the outside.
Seth Kahn throws it in, bounds to Adkins. Swings it around in the corner to Kahn, down low to Penn. And Penn will draw the foul as he was double teamed on the block by a couple of Wolfe County Wolves. That was Jarrett White and Sean Linden.
It's just that size advantage that makes it so much easier for Pike County Central to penetrate to the rim. See that just lob pass up in the air, only in the range of Deshaun Penn that time. He's pretty much the only player that could have gone up and gotten that ball.
Next foul against the Wolves will put Pike Central on the line for the bonus. Mounts the strong drive, and shot off the glass is good. King in front court quickly to Lansaw. Backs down on Penn in the paint. Linden on the baseline. Jumper is good.
Just a great shot because he had Mounts in his face. Even Mounts, with his size advantage that time, still no match for the great shot from Linden.
Deficit back down to 10, 25-15, 5:20 to go here in the first half. Kahn thought about the three, but Johnson closed quickly defensively. Wolfe County still applying that man-to-man. Mounts on the right side, gets a strong pick from Penn. Long two from Mounts, strong. Rebound though, skied forward and controlled by Seth Kahn. Mounts doesn't take the pick and has it stripped away by Devin Stone. Stone 1-on-2, up, nice little up and under move for Devin Stone. Did not have the numbers, but the nice move converts the two. Kahn the other way, can't get the shot to fall.
You know, it's just unbelievable. You count how much time it took from getting the ball after the made shot from Wolfe County to getting down and attempting another shot. It was a matter of 2-3 seconds. That was some very quick play. Noticing something on the defensive side from Wolfe County. Pike County Central trying to capitalize on how long it takes the Wolfe County players to get set on defense.
Wolves trying to cut into this 8-point deficit. Jazz Johnson up top to Sean Linden. Guarded by Deshaun Penn. In the corner goes to Stone, and Stone can't handle it. Another Pike Central turnover. Mounts the other way, leaves it with Charles. Left side to Kahn, dump down low to Penn. Back out to Kahn. In the corner goes to Adkins. Maybe tried to shoot it before he caught it, but was able to keep possession. And the Hawks will set up their half-court offense. We're at the midway point of the second quarter. Wolfe County trails Pike County Central 25-17. Kahn in the corner. Up top it goes to Adkins. Deshaun Penn on the block. Turnaround jumper short. Rebound by Stone. And Wolfe County's coaching staff is yelling for him to push the pace. Nice look down low to Jacob King. Devin Stone drew the defense one way and threw it the other. Excellent look by Stone. Mounts up and under off the glass, no, and the rebound out of bounds will stay with the Hawks. We'll take a timeout. 25-19 your score. Pike County Central on top of Wolfe County by 6. It's the Mountain Classic from Knott County Central. County Wolves have trimmed what was a 12-point lead at one point down to 6. 25-19, 3:25 to go first half. And Justin, talking during the break, we were surprised to see Wolfe County really keeping the tempo as fast as it was, but one thing they've been able to do is knock down some shots.
Yeah, and I think head coach Creech from Wolfe County said, hey, let's try to match the pace from Pike County Central, and so far that's been working in cutting this lead.
Another missed shot by Pike Central's Adkins. Defensive board comes down to Wolfe County. Devin Stone just inside the arc. Missed it.
Yeah, Devin Stone now has 4 rebounds for Wolfe County High School, now the leading rebounder for the Wolves.
And the foul against the Wolves will send Pike Central to the free throw line for 1 and the bonus for the remaining 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The shooter this time will be Christian Mounts.
Mounts on the line, shooting 1 and the bonus.
Mounts, a senior for head coach Ryan Whitaker. Makes the first one.
I don't know how long it's going to work out if you try to match their speed, because these athletes from Pike County Central are so fast getting back down the court on both directions. Here we see Jazz Johnson really trying to rifle it down there. Makes a good decision and slows down.
King, strong take floater, gets the friendly bounce high off the backboard. His second field goal keeps the deficit at 6.
That's twice in a row we've seen King just fire into the paint.
Charles to answer, count the bucket and the foul against Wolfe County. Boy, Austin Charles got the pass and just blew by the defender. Got contact on the second defender on the block and was able to convert the bucket, and will have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Check it out on the Harlan County Tourism replay. Just threading the needle here, getting through 2 defenders. Nice layup. Just having defenders in your face and staying focused on where the rim is, where you need to get the ball. That's a great job.
Nice effort by Sean Linden to come over and attempt the charge, but got there just a split second too late and committed the foul. And Austin Charles, 2 points, looking to get point number 3. And he does.
White's back in the game now. Dangerous shooter from the outside.
Jazz Johnson shuffles it off to Nathan Lansaw, to White. Man-to-man still applied by Pike Central. Johnson crosses over Kahn. Out to White. And a foul called on Pike Central. White tried to penetrate the lane and will draw the contact. Jazz Johnson will throw it in bounds just in front of us at the scorer's table. Jarrett White, guarded by Brady Adkins, lobs it down low to Devin Stone, who's guarded by Mounts. Trying to find some sort of lane to penetrate as Wolfe County just can't find anything.
Yeah, the man-to-man is working really well.
Stone fires a deep 3 and knocks it down, his second tray of the night.
That's about as good as defense as you can play if you're Christian Mounts there.
And three-pointer the other way won't go for Adkins, and cleared by the Wolves. Lansaw has it back-tapped by Adkins and picked up by Pike Central. That's Dennis Freeman who's in the game for the Hawks. And Mounts throws it away for the Hawks. Here comes Stone. Drives it on Freeman. Up. No good, but he draws the foul on Dennis Freeman, the sophomore. And Devin Stone will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, with the increased pacing, some more turnovers from both sides here. I mean, remember early on through the first, I think through about the first quarter, it was only about 1 or 2 turnovers for each team, but now 7 turnovers for Pike County Central compared to 4 from Wolfe County.
First one for Devin Stone is good. 12 points in this first half for Devin Stone. Second one is good, giving 13. And Wolfe County now trails by just 4 with 1:40 to play here in the first half. And it's really been a tale of two quarters in this first half. Pike Central really wanted the tempo up. They were able to convert and really control the rebounds. The story in the second quarter, however, is Wolfe County's been hitting their shots. Pike Central, on the other hand, they're getting good looks, but they're not able to capitalize and get the ball to go through the hoop.
That's right, but I think what I'm most impressed with is Jacob King, and he's been crashing hard into the paint for Wolfe County, getting some better looks and kind of beating Pike County Central at their own game. And also, they've had some just really good shots from the outside. I mean, we've saw some shots from Linden. Of course, Linden had Mounts in his face, took a really risky shot there. Mounts, of course, has about a foot, maybe 6 inches to a foot height advantage over Linden, but Linden's still knocking down some shots here. So right now, the percentage is improving, and they're kind of trying to play the same game Pike County Central is.
1 minute, 33 seconds to play first half. It's a 4-point game. Pike Central leads Wolfe County. Mounts, throws it off the foot of Jacob King, tracked down by Kahn. Lucky break there for Pike Central. Kahn guarded by Nathan Lansaw. Man-to-man still employed by Wolfe County. Deep on the left wing to Mounts, gets a strong pick from Freeman. Crosses over, drives in off the glass, and a charging call against Christian Mounts.
Number 11.
Mounts doing a great job sacrificing his body. I would not want to stand in there and try not to move my feet against Christian Mounts.
With a field goal here, Wolfe County could trim this to a one-possession game as this first half winds down. They once trailed in the second quarter by 12. And Johnson throws it away, picked up by Charles. Count the bucket and a foul. Johnson really caught in no man's land on the baseline and just tried to save it in bounds, and unfortunately threw it right to the defending Charles, and Charles the bucket and one.
Just great awareness by Charles, but also great full court pressure. I mean, I think the full court press has worked better for Pike County Central. I don't think we've seen it yet from Wolfe County yet in this game. I think that just comes down to the speed of your players and what you're capable of doing.
Jazz Johnson for Wolfe County in backcourt. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Right wing to right corner to Devin Stone. Down low on the baseline, back out to Jazz Johnson. Wolfe County down 7, 33-26. Stone, three-pointer left wing, got it. Well, he just turned around and fired, didn't even set his feet or anything.
And Mounts went for the steal that time, went past him, creating a little bit of time for that good look on the three.
Foul committed on the ball by Wolfe County. Reese King checked into the game for the Wolves during that last dead ball. At the line for 2 shots, the double bonus is Seth Kahn looking to extend this 4-point Pike County Central lead as they lead 33-29.
You are right about a tale about 2 quarters, because it didn't feel like it was close at all at the end of the first quarter. Felt like it might have been a runaway game from Pike County Central, but got to give Wolfe County a lot of credit. They got some young players out there. They do have some seniors, but they're really fighting to stay in this game and to leave this tournament with a good taste in their mouth, a good impression of what it's like to start winning.
A couple of subs come into the game. Kyle Wisman for Wolfe County and Jacob Adkins for Pike County Central for the final 26.8 seconds. Kahn makes them both. Got 4 points on the night for the Hawks. And Noah Atkins checks in for Pike County Central. And back in for Wolfe County is Nathan Lansaw, replacing Kyle Wisman. 6-point game, 26.8 seconds left here in the first half. Devin Stone guarded in backcourt by Austin Charles. Clock down to 16 seconds. Ten seconds on the clock. Stone gets a pick, on the right wing, fires a three. Wow. He got it again.
From deep with a defender in his face. How could you play better defense than that?
And that's going to take us to the locker room. Wolfe County trims a once 12-point deficit down to 3, and the Wolves trail the Pike County Central Hawks 35-32. It's consolation night at the Mountain Classic on Heroes and Icons and online at WYMT.com.
I don't think you can play any better defense if you are the Hawks. They've been playing fantastic defense. It's just the Wolves have been hitting the shots now.
Starters on the court for both teams. For Pike Central, it's Kahn, Missick, Charles, Adkins, and Mounts. Wolfe County's got King, Johnson, Stone, Linden, and Lansaw. Seth Kahn facing this 2-3 zone, still by Wolfe County. There's a steal by Jacob King. King, nice dish off to Lansaw, off the glass and in for 2.
Great speed there, intercepting that pass and knowing where his teammate was behind him.
And the lob down low to Missick, and Missick lowered the shoulder, but they're going to get a defensive foul against Sean Linden of Wolfe County. And that's what you talked about at halftime, was go down low to Missick, get him involved early in the second half. And Linden will come out for a lengthy period of time, I assume, with 3 personal fouls. And a walk off the inbounds pass by Christian Mounts will give it back to Wolfe County, who could take the lead with a made field goal on this possession. Jarrett White checks in for Linden, who we mentioned has 3 personal fouls with 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Devin Stone guarded by Kahn. Spin move on the block, puts it up and in.
That is amazing. You know, Devin Stone, he was so impactful in the first half. You almost know he's the one they want to take the shot, and still, even with defenders in his face, still knocks it down.
Missick in the paint, flips it up and in with the left hand.
Just makes it look easy, right?
It's easy when you got about 7 inches on everybody else on the court. 37-36, the Hawks back on top by 1. Missick guarding Jarrett White up top as Pike Central still in its man-to-man in the half court. Jazz Johnson off the double screen, 3-pointer no, rebound by Seth Kahn. Here come the Hawks down the left side. Kahn, crossover, kicks it out to Adkins, 3-pointer no. And a steal in backcourt by Charles, but he can't save it in bounds. Boy, what heads-up defense by Austin Charles, just cannot hang on and keep possession. Devin Stone pounding the dribble in backcourt, hands it off to Jarrett White, who will be met at midcourt by L.J. Missick. Wolves again down by 1. They led momentarily earlier in the quarter. Deep up top to Jazz Johnson. Crosses over on Charles. Back out to King. Thought about the 3. King guarded by Mounts. And he drives with the right hand and bumped, as it was either Kahn or Adkins that reached in to maybe help with the defense and got a piece of the arm.
I was trying to see if more players would come up and give some support to King. I think King didn't see a lot of his teammates open for a good look from their end, so he just went ahead and tried to do it himself.
White throws it in bounds in the corner to Johnson. Johnson drives baseline off the glass. No. Rebound pulled down by Adkins. Here come the Hawks. Adkins in front court to Kahn. Drives in the corner to Mounts. Open 3 for Christian is good.
3-point Christian Mounts.
He's in double figures with 10 points. Stone gets a pick from King. Drives in, mid-range jumper, too strong, and rebound tracked down by Seth Kahn of Pike Central.
I'd just like to see a few more players touch the ball and try to find the best shot possible.
Mounts another 3. No. Missick there for the board, and he's going to draw the foul against Wolfe County.
I know Jacob King is your best shooter, but you know you can't have a player take it down by himself and not make a single pass and just take a contested shot.
And a 30-second timeout. Sean Linden checks back into the game for Wolfe County. 4:55 to play, third quarter. 40-36 your score. Pike Central on top of Wolfe County. We mentioned both of these teams only a few appearances in this tournament before. Pike Central making its third trip to the Mountain Classic. The other two coming in 1996 and 2003. The Hawks with Tuesday's loss. Now 1-4 all time. Wolfe County, the only other trip for the Wolves was 1999. The Wolves now 0-2 with their first round loss. And both teams really just simply overmatched in that first round. Knox Central beating Wolfe County. Knott County Central beating Pike County Central on Tuesday.
Yeah, Knox Central, I think, based on how they played in that game, even if they wanted to, they probably could have gotten to 100 points in that game. Basically took out a lot of the starters in the fourth quarter.
Mounts over top of Linden, no. Weak side rebound, though, by the Hawks. Missick inside, no. Strong rebound, fought for, controlled by Charles, and they're going to say a foul again on Wolfe County against the Wolves' Jacob King. So there's that rebounding advantage Pike Central showed so dominantly in that first half, coming out again here in the third quarter.
You know, they're not just getting great rebounds from the tallest players on the court. I mean, yes, it's Missick, but it's also number 4 Adkins. It's, you know, you're getting 7 from Adkins, you're getting 5 from Kahn. Just everyone is producing on this team.
Mounts on the block, kicks it out to Kahn. Long three for Kahn. This one's nothing but the bottom of the net. Lead now out to 7 for the Hawks. Jazz Johnson, Euro step, up and in off the glass.
Johnson made it look like he was going to pass it out to the baseline for a 3. Did a great job with the fake and then driving up to the rim.
LJ Missick in the paint, and a foul on the shot. Count the bucket. That's going to be the 4th personal foul on Sean Linden as LJ Missick gets the shot, draws the foul. He's got 11 points, and he was just about non-existent in that second quarter. Had 7 points, most of those, if not all of them, coming in the first. He's got 4 here in the third. And Pike Central, I think maybe they took your advice at halftime. Just get the ball to him a little bit more often.
Yeah, and Linden, you got to give him credit. I mean, that's tough to stand in there, and you know you're going to take that big hit. He moved a little bit, which led to the offense or to the fouls, but here's a takeaway.
Another steal in backcourt by Pike Central leads to another bucket by the Hawks. That's Austin Charles, and a foul committed in backcourt will bring us to a timeout. It's a 10-point lead for the Hawks, 48-38. Third quarter so far, all Pike County Central. What was a 2-point lead at halftime for Pike County Central is now a 10-point lead with 3:58 to go in the third quarter, 48-38. And what allowed the Hawks to get that lead in the first quarter is now what's allowed them to extend it in the third. Some full court pressure defense, some quick turnovers, and some easy buckets off those turnovers.
Yeah, and Missick is so physical down in the paint. You have so much confidence in him. First off, he's so tall that you can just kind of throw the ball up for grabs and have confidence that Missick's going to come down with it. Even if he doesn't make that first shot, he's going to grab the rebound for a second opportunity. But Missick is a huge reason why the Hawks are now trying to get in control of this game.
Jarrett White will bring the ball into front court for the Wolves. Met there by Christian Mounts. Devin Stone on the baseline, drives on Charles. Up, blocked from behind by Missick. And Stone did not have any clue he was there until the ball was swatted.
How does he come out of nowhere? A guy that size, but apparently he just kind of slid behind some of the players in the middle.
Jacob King receives the inbounds pass, guarded by Missick. Deep on the right wing. Drives on Missick on the baseline, up off the glass and in. Tough shot by Jacob King.
It is the King show tonight for Wolfe County.
Three-pointer by Adkins is good. He's got 4 threes on the night, giving 12 points. The lead back out to 11. And a near steal by Pike Central's Charles, but ball chased down by King. Down low in the paint to Stone, turns in the paint, puts it up, no good off the glass. Rebound by Mounts. Nearly stolen away by Jazz Johnson. Kahn drives in, kicks it out. Charles this time with a 3. This one's good.
Talk about a role reversal. It was Wolfe County hitting some deep shots from 3 or some deep 2s to climb back into the game, but all of a sudden the Hawks doing the exact same thing.
Another turnover for Wolfe County. Missick on the drive, up off the glass and in for 2.
What great patience there by Missick, recognizing that King committed to jumping up over him that time.
And another steal and a lob, but Missick can't finish. Mounts with the board, puts it back up and in. And boy, and just like that, the lead goes from 10 out of the timeout. It is a 10-2 run, and it's an 18-point lead for Pike County Central, 58-40. And out of the timeout, those entry passes, there's back taps. The help defense has been tremendous for the Hawks in this third quarter. As soon as the ball for Wolfe County is thrown inside, there's a hand from behind just to tap it loose, and they convert in a matter of seconds on the break.
You know what I love, too, watching this Hawk offense and defense, especially the defense, every time, you see White come down with the ball, you see Missick, their best defender, in his face. And even though he's a tall guy and Jarrett White or some of the other ball handlers have a lot of speed, Missick has his head on a swivel. You can see him constantly checking left, right, also watching where the ball is. He's expecting the pick. He knows where it is. He's avoiding it every time. I can't remember the last time there was a successful pick on a Hawk player, but the defense is just flying to the ball handlers. I mean, early on in that second quarter when they climbed back into this, Wolfe County was hitting a lot of shots with defenders in their face with hands inches away from their eyes. They were just doing a great job of hitting shots that you aren't supposed to hit, that are very low percentage shots with that kind of defense. And I don't think the Hawks wanted to change anything on defense, and so far it's looking a lot like what happened on in the first quarter.
No player in double figures for Pike Central in the first half. They've now got 4 players with at least 10 points. Johnson kicks out to King. Thought about the 3, but Missick closed quickly. Johnson will take it and miss. Rebound by Adkins, in the front court. Mounts. Steps in, a higher percentage shot, rattles it home. He's got 14 points.
On defense, we see these players, even though they're playing man-to-man, the Hawks are, they're able to provide support and then still get back and not allow an open shot.
Lansaw up top, guarded by Adkins. On the right wing to White. In the corner to King. Looking down low for Stone, gets it to him, turns around and misses. Rebound by Missick. Here come the Hawks. Charles in the corner. Adkins, can he get number 5? No. Rebound by Charles, put up, count it, and a foul on Wolfe County. Austin Charles. He's got 13 points. And the lead is now 22 for the Hawks.
Also his 4th rebound of the game. Look at this. He's not even the tallest player out there, but look at him get up here and fight for the ball. Gets it. Nobody in the vicinity. 2 players. I don't care. Throws it up and in.
And he converts the free throw. Pike Central lags off their full court pressure and will pick him up man-to-man in the half court. Lansaw, right corner, up top to White as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the third. 23-point lead for Pike County Central. Lansaw on the block, up, no. Rebound tapped out of bounds, will stay with the Wolves. It was a 2-point game at halftime. It's now 23 points, and it's all been because of defense.
Yes, it certainly has been because of defense. We've seen so many different plays where Missick will come off of his man to help out another defender, and then even when the guy he was defending previously gets the ball, look at that closing speed right there.
King, no good on the 3, rebound to Mounts. Hawks running, they got numbers. To Missick, back to Mounts, off the glass and in. You cannot run a fast break better than that.
How do you defend that?
You don't. Lansaw, charging foul, an offensive foul called against Wolfe County. It's going to be against Nathan Lansaw with 42.7 seconds, and head coach Robert Scott Creech of Wolfe County just kind of looking up at the clock like, what more can you do? Pike Central is just simply beating us on all facets of the game here in this third quarter.
But they did close a pretty big gap early on. Remember, Wolfe County started hitting a lot of shots. They can get a hot hand again here. 15 points does sound like a lot, or 25 points does sound like a lot, but remember, they closed a gap earlier on of, 12 in a pretty short span.
25 seconds left on the third quarter clock. Seth Kahn between the circles. Hands it off to Mounts, who comes and gets it near the half-court stripe, guarded by Devin Stone. Stone right there on Mounts, and they're going to get Stone with a foul as Mounts attempted to drive. And that will send Christian Mounts to the free throw line for one and the bonus with 12 seconds left on the clock.
And that is some great defense by Stone. I know he caused the foul there, but going toe-to-toe with Christian Mounts, sprinting around the paint to the outside, to the baseline. That was some great speed there by Stone, sticking with him.
First one for Mounts, the senior, is up and good. "17 points for Christian Mounts, 10 here in the third quarter. Lead is now 26 for Pike County Central. The Hawks led by only 2 at the halftime break. 10 seconds. King, and a kick ball will keep it with Wolfe County, but Brady Adkins had a wide open shot at the lane. Had he come up with the turnover cleanly. 7 seconds. King to inbound it, and a steal by Mounts. Mounts. And nearly throws it away. 1 second. Missick at the buzzer. Nearly banked it in. But we go to the fourth quarter. Pike County Central up 27 on Wolfe County. It was a 2-point game at half. 67-40. Hawks over the Wolves. Pike County Central outscored Wolfe County in that third quarter by 25 points. It was a 2-point advantage for the Hawks at the break. And heading into the fourth, they're up 27, 67-40. And talking during the break, just in case, Josh McKinney courtside to bring you the call. It really was in an instant when that game really got out of hand.
Yeah, and they showed that they wanted to run away with this. And, of course, it starts with rebounds. It starts with getting to the paint. Unofficially, Pike County Central had 9 rebounds compared to 1 rebound in that third quarter for Wolfe County. Also 7 turnovers as I've scored it for Wolfe County just in the third quarter alone.
Linden back into the game with his 4 fouls, gets the bucket on L.J. Missick, and he draws the foul. That's only his 3rd field goal of the game for Linden. He's got 6 points. He'll have a chance to get number 7. And I think what's been one of the more impressive things about this Pike Central team is it's not been one guy like for the Wolves. For example, it's Devin Stone. For Pike Central, you've got 18 points, 14, 12, 7. It's a number of guys that are doing this damage.
Yeah, they've been getting everyone involved, and from what I've seen before from Wolfe County, they have the ability to get everyone involved. It just hasn't really been falling tonight in their favor.
Mounts short on the jumper, but another rebound for Pike Central. This one comes off to Seth Kahn. Guarded by Nathan Lansaw, gets a pick from Missick. Short, long jumper for Kahn, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Devin Stone of Wolfe County.
His 5th rebound of the night. He's now the leading rebounder for Wolfe County.
And by far their leading scorer with 21 points, the only player in double figures. Guarded by Charles, and a whistle away from the ball. Looks like a foul on L.J. Missick. That's his 4th foul.
L.J. Missick is 4th. Team 4th. Number 12, Jacob King, checking in for Wolfe County.
Linden receives the inbounds pass, throws it up top to Cody Payton, who's in the game for Wolfe. A 3-pointer, no good by Stone. Rebound skied for and controlled by Kahn. Kahn to Mounts. Open 3, left side, drains it.
3-point goal, Christian Mounts.
They're just getting down the court so quickly. It kind of seems like, based on energy levels, I think Pike County Central has a little bit more left in the tank than Wolfe County does in this fourth quarter.
Linden up on Missick, no. Rebound out of bounds, will stay with the Wolves. 70-43, your score. Both of these teams got off to good starts this season. Pike Central 3-0 before that loss to Knott County Central. Wolfe County lost an opening season game to Lexington Catholic by 18 points. Not a bad loss at all, shot in by Sean Linden, and then won back-to-back games before suffering its first-round loss. Kahn, he'll fire a 3. He'll hit the 3. And he joins the double-figure party. He's got 10. Now the 5th Pike Central player in double figures. Stone to answer. No. Rebound again by Kahn.
Stone not really trying to get anybody else involved here, just trying for the home runs at this point.
Layup no good by Kahn. Here's White to Stone. Off the glass, high off the glass, and in for two. Tough angle, but he got the bounce.
Trying to get down there as quick as possible. I'd like to see them try to get, I mean, obviously it might be out of reach at this point, but see what your other players can do. It's still early on in the season. Get some other guys involved. Try to get them going, get some rhythm, and get everyone some confidence.
Mounts, another three. No good. Rebound will go out of bounds. We'll stay with the Hawks. Seth Kahn had position, but it was last touched by Cody Payton. As Jazz Johnson will check in for Payton. 73-47. Pike Central by 26 with 5:26 to play here in the fourth quarter. Austin Charles in the corner. Thought about the three, but passed up on it. Gives it off to Mounts. Mounts drives, kicks it out to Adkins. Three-pointer short. Put back up, no, by Mounts, but he'll draw the foul and will go to the line. Boy, Brady Adkins has just been off on getting that fifth three-pointer.
Think about where Mounts came from and where he went during that play. He started at the top of the arch, drove in there, took some of the defenders into the paint with him, kicked it out, and was still under the rim for the rebound that time. Mounts sticking with it throughout that entire play. That's commitment. That's great coaching.
32,
Sawyer Thompson into the game. Cody Payton back into the game, as well as Reese King for Wolfe County. Mounts makes both free throws. 23 points on the night for Christian Mounts, and the lead is now at 28, 75-47. Approaching 5 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. Linden, and no good off the glass. Rebound by Mounts, and the Hawks still running with it. Kahn, crossover, kicks out. Adkins, can this be number 5? Yes.
You know what I'm starting to realize, and I love watching this about Pike County Central? No matter if they have the lead or if they're losing, they're playing as if they're down by 10 with 2 minutes remaining, right? That pace, that effort, the speed. Look, there's 4.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. They have a controlling lead here, but yet they're still going to fire it down there. They're still playing as if every single possession counts, and they need every bucket.
The Hawks have made 3 field goals in this fourth quarter. They've all been three-pointers. Charles to make it 4. No. Rebound to Sean Linden of Wolfe County. Here come the Wolves. Stone takes it himself, and they foul before the shot, so wave off the bucket. A foul against Seth Kahn of Pike County Central. The Wolves will take it out under their own basket. Jarrett White, the trigger man on the baseline. Looking to find somebody, and he finds Linden. Linden puts it up, partially blocked by Charles, but he will draw the foul. Saw that he had the size advantage on Austin Charles and was able to draw the contact.
You know, the other unfortunate thing for Wolfe County in this game is they got in some foul trouble early on, and I don't think they were able to be as physical in the paint as they would have liked to have been, namely with number 54, Sean Linden, because of course he had 4 right early on. Well, he was saddled with some fouls pretty early. He never could really get into the offensive rhythm. And he's definitely the guy that if they're going to have anybody line up with Missick in the paint battling for rebounds, it is Linden. Made them both, did Linden. Give him 11 points on the night. Adkins no on the wild runner. Ball tracked down by Pike Central. Kahn drives in, and there's a charge. Sean Linden's been trying to draw one all night, finally gets one, and that brings us to a timeout. 3:51 to play, 78-49. Pike County Central on top of Wolfe County. Head coach Robert Scott Creech and the Wolfe County Wolves looking to avoid a modest 2-game losing streak, but they are down big in this one to Pike County Central. 78-49, 3:51 to play in the fourth quarter. The Hawks look to improve to 4-1 on the year, get their second Mountain Classic win. The Wolves will drop to 0-3 all-time in this tournament in just their second ever appearance in the Mountain Classic, first since 1999. So I think what happened is coming out of halftime, we wanted to see Pike County Central get Missick more involved in the paint, and he did. And I think what happened as a result of that is he started demanding a double team early on, and that allowed some of the other players to get involved. And that's why I think you see 5 players in double digits now for Pike County Central because of the dominance of Missick in the paint.
Linden guarded by L.J. Missick between the circles. Picks up his dribble, finds Devin Stone deep on the left wing. Gets a pick by Linden, drives around Missick in the paint. Stone up off the glass, too strong. Linden, though, puts it back up and in. And Stone crashes into our cameraman. That's Patrick down there. Well, we hope Patrick and Devin Stone are both all right. And Devin's making sure he's all right as well.
Yeah, it has been the Stone show for sure. Also King getting involved a little bit, but it's really just been a one-player attack from Wolfe County. Unfortunate because they had a lot of players involved. Even in that big loss that they had to knock Central, they still wanted everyone to touch the ball. Look how many players are touching the ball in this possession here.
Brady Adkins dribbles it back up top, gives it to Charles. Over to Noah Atkins, who's in the game for the Hawks, number 22. Gets a pick by Missick, drives in, left-handed scoop shot, won't go. Missick there for the board, and he is fouled by several Wolfe County defenders on his way up, and he'll have 2 more free throws. Had 7 points in that third quarter. He's got 14 on the night, has yet to score here in the fourth. But you mentioned it, right out of the gate in that third quarter, Pike Central's goal in the half court anyway was to give it to big number 1.
He's just so dominant in the paint. He just showed you exactly why he is so dominant there. I mean, 2 players from Wolfe County in his face, but he has the strength and the dominance to go up and grab that, put it back for a second chance opportunity.
Missick no good on the first one. Second one is up and missed them both. Rebound to Devin Stone. Stone up top, picks up his dribble, lobs in the corner. Three-pointer, this one is good. Give it to Cody Payton.
That was great defense.
Sawyer Thompson, excuse me.
Even great defense by Noah Atkins in his face that time. Still got it to go.
Nice look down low to Austin Charles. Gets his first field goal of the fourth quarter. 80-54 your score. 2:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Consolation night at the Mountain Classic. Stone, fall away baseline is good. 27 points for Devin Stone, right around his average of 29.8.
Yeah, both teams have been playing fantastic shooting the ball tonight. I mean, both teams went through streaks where they did not shoot it well, but Stone has been playing out of his mind. I mean, who's the second leading scorer on the team for Wolfe County?
Sean Linden, he's in double figures as well. He's got 11.
But, I mean, just what Pike County Central has been able to do. I mean, they almost looked like how Wolfe County played in the second quarter. No matter if they have players in their face or not, we can say the same from both sides because, of course, on the second to last possession there, we saw a shot from the corner, from the 3, from the baseline, and just went in. Noah Atkins was playing defense, and some of these players playing defense, they can't play any better than they already are. It's just the shooters are on fire right now.
A host of subs for Pike County Central. Number 20, Anthony Pilata. Number 44, Marcus Lane. Number 3, Brian Boyer. Number 10, Bryce Adkins. And number 23, Zach Akers. A couple of subs in for Wolfe County as well. We'll get those to you momentarily. Akers. Left wing it goes now to Boyer. Swings it back around the right side. There's Lane. Cross-court pass back goes back to Adkins. That's Bryce Adkins. Baseline drive up, no good on the shot attempt by Anthony Pilata. And the young freshman will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Wolfe County played some great defense there, but what I love seeing from Pike County Central, even from the younger players, they have the mentality of let's move it, let's wait for the best shot possible. You saw those players, as soon as they grabbed the ball, they were looking to pass immediately. They were looking for the open man. They weren't necessarily looking to shoot, but just great patience. And I love the way head coach Ryan Whitaker is just instilling patience in his young players. That's going to pay off later.
Nathan Lansaw, Reese King, Sawyer Thompson on the court for Wolfe County, as well as Dave Rangadang and Enrique Gonzalez for the final minute 30. Lansaw. Up top it goes to Thompson. Thought about the long three, but passed up on it. Now he's going to take it. And short. And it will go out of bounds back to Pike County Central with 1:17 on the clock.
Both teams definitely cleaned up the turnovers in the third and fourth quarters. Both teams did a great job protecting the ball overall in the second half.
Pilata, left wing, tried to find lane down low, passed up on it. Three-pointer, no good by Brian Boyer. And two players going at it. That's Pilata and Rangadang, and it's going to be, Gonzalez, excuse me. It's going to stay with the Hawks. Nice effort, though, by both of those young men to go after the loose ball. The Hawks will ultimately come away with the possession.
Gonzalez sacrificing his body trying to get to that ball, but a nice job of the Hawks maintaining possession.
Floater no good by Bryce Adkins. Rebound comes off to Thompson of Wolfe County. Lansaw, three-point attempt in the corner, too strong. Rebound by Gonzalez. Rangadang kicks out to Thompson, steps in. Nice pass down low to Lansaw, shuffles it off to King. King, bunny hop, up over two defenders and gets it to go. Nice move.
Nice fake right there. Both defenders bit on the pump fake. That was nice.
30 seconds to play in this one. The Hawks maintaining their 22-point lead. It was as high as 28 at one point in this fourth quarter. And a steal by Wolfe County. Dave Rangadang off the glass and in for two for the Wolves.
Nice speed there.
Excuse me, that was Enrique Gonzalez. My apologies. And it looks like the Hawks are just going to dribble this one out. And Pike Central will come away with an 80-60 win over the Wolfe County Wolves in the consolation bracket of the Boys Mountain Classic. We'll tally up some totals statistically and also get you to our post-game news conference as once again the Hawks of Pike County Central 80, the Wolfe County Wolves 60 at the Mountain Classic.